There you go. Hello.
Hi. How's everybody doing?
Happy sunny Monday. We had
Happy
snow
snowy.
over the weekend. Yeah. If you didn't get a bunch
Snowy,
of snow, you
springy
missed it.
Sunday. Yeah.
Not my volume. My volume's too
My
down.
cousins came in from Texas and her kids, or my cousin and her kids.
Yep, there we are.
And they were so excited to see the snow. I was like, oh.
No.
In fact, they went outside. We were eating dinner at Squealer's, and she ran outside. She borrowed my coat because they didn't have anything warm, and she went out and she took a bunch of pictures. And
That's fun.
you know, next to her Texas license plate. It was fun.
Well, I wasn't ready for more snow. I was done.
Yeah,
No,
done.
I'm ready for spring.
We picked all of our daffodils. Oh, I should have brought my bouquet of daffodils. Mark picked the most beautiful big bouquet of daffodils of all the daffodils that had snow on them and were going like this.
Aw.
He brought them in. They're so pretty.
Oh, he got them after they snowed?
Yeah.
Oh.
I told him to cut
And they
them.
weren't yucky?
They look beautiful on my counter and it smells like spring. I should have brought them.
I'm ready. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
We're ready.
That's why we put her in the middle.
High energy radiates out.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're ready to talk about, do we have anybody watching? Anybody there? Speak to us. We like to know who we're talking to, but anyway, we can talk to a blank wall if we need to. I can. We're going to talk today about some of the things that we're planning on doing for the upcoming INStage and Indiana stage. It's going to be in Mooresville, Indiana. If you have any questions about it, you can ask in the comment section below. And we're doing a lot of we combine business and stamping and fun all together. So we've got a lot of fun surprises for you, and we're going to try and do some things like, what am I thinking? Backdrops for some selfies. So make sure you bring your camera or your phone, and we're going to have some good, fun time. I am going to do a little preview of what we're doing. Susan's doing a preview of, it's camps. She's doing camps and classes.
And product-based events.
And I'm doing, we're going to do that together, but I'm going to talk a little about the paper pumpkin. We're going to do some alternative projects for that. Now, you're not seeing what we're actually doing, but these are the things that are similar.
Yeah.
And then Sherry's going to show a stamp set that is quite beautiful that you'll probably want to go buy because it's really pretty, and she got it at the beginning of the catalog.
I think maybe one of my first catalog order.
Yeah.
I think
It's
this
really
is the first
pretty.
time I've used it.
Really, really
It's
pretty.
really pretty.
So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So what I did was, I have upcoming camp, and one of the things when I try to prep for camp, I try to use things that Stampin' Up! Gives me catalog-wise and ideas, because they're professionals and I should glean from them. So this is a product suite that I really like that caught my eye when I first got the Occasions catalog. The Occasions catalog goes through the end of May, so we still have a couple of months to use it. But I loved all of these colors. It still has some more product. When you flip the page, it has some more coordinating product. When we went to INStage in November, this is one of the product suites that we actually used. And when we went, they had, for our make and takes, they had us make this card because it has these cute little note card and envelope kits. So what I've done is created some projects for my camp using these kits. So what I'm going to do is that I used the note cards and envelopes. Oh, I don't know that they call them note cards and envelopes. I said that like I was real confident. They call them something else. They call them Happiness, Blues, Memories, and More cards and envelopes. So it gives you two different sizes. It's going to give you this larger size. So for this larger one, I stamped similar to what Stampin' Up! Did. So I kind of did the same thing. These are I use the ink colors that are staying, just to remind my people that we have some ink colors that are staying. So on this card, I used the DSP, I used the stamp set, and I used the ink colors that go with it. I added some fun. I used the ribbon that's going to be that's in the ink colors, because we have to remember, ladies, we're getting ready to start a new catalog. So all of our DSP and ribbons are going to go. So I need to use these. So this is the in color ribbon, and then this is some of the baker's twine that I used. And again, I stamped in the in colors. I used the cute little embellishments because I love the little dots. So I know these are hard to see, but this is the cute little embellishments that I used. But they're in the catalog. They're on that page. You can find them. And then as I was looking through my ribbon, I noticed the leafy ribbon, and we love this. So I cut a couple of the leaves off and just added them to the top.
It's so super cute.
Oh, I thought you stamped those. That's
No,
really cute.
Yeah, it's the cute little leaves.
Hold it up so that they can get a
So,
good picture.
We can put a close up too on our Facebook page afterwards because it's hard to
Really
see, but
cute.
it's super cute.
And then it comes with a small carded envelope, and they're not a size that we can mail. They're tiny. So this is the little envelope, and this is the little card. So I wanted to be able to use these. So what I did was, again, my goal was to use the product on the pages. So I used the embossing folder and embossed this. And that doesn't look the right color.
It is
know
on my
what?
phone. It is on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, so I used the embossing folder on this, and again, you can see what embossing folder it is by looking at the page. And then what I did was I took this pretty patterned envelope inside, and I cut it off so that I could slide my card in the front. I just wanted to be able to slide my card right in the front. Now, what's nice about this is a great little size. You may not be able to mail it, but it's perfect for me to slip a gift card in and fun things and make it so that it's a giftable card. So then I took all those products and I created this.
Yay! So pretty.
I
It
have
really
my-
is pretty.
DSP, this is that envelope flap. This is the same ribbon that I used before. I kind of used the ribbon to tuck this card in, but then you can slide it right out. I can write a message in there, add a gift card. I've got a lot of graduations coming up this year, and just, you know, for birthdays, Mother's Day. Not that my mother-in-law is hard to buy for and I don't need to give her a gift card, but this would be perfect for her. So again, we'll take some close-up pictures and post them on the page later. But that's, so when I teach my class at INStage on camps and classes, I'm going to show you a little bit about what I do for my camps and classes when I have people to my home. Not everybody likes to do that. Sometimes I take my camps and classes on the road, and you'll learn a little bit more about it in my class. But that's some of my projects. That's what I'm going to do for camp this month. So
Super
I
cute.
like it.
thanks.
Oh, and
Bravo.
I was going to say, open that catalog book back up. Because, you know, when we, no, go to the page before. When we saw that in November and we looked at that, we didn't see, but when Susan just undecorated or like took apart her office, so tomorrow when she gets her storage stuff, because it will be coming tomorrow,
It is.
she can put her new Stampin' storage. But look at that.
Mm-hmm.
There's some ideas for decorating the top and staging the top
This.
of your
Sure,
Stampin' storage,
yeah.
because some of that would be super cute.
Oh
on
yeah,
top.
be watching. I have cleaned it off, and ladies, I did not place a small order when I ordered it this morning. I'm just
So
telling
she
you.
will have some beautiful stuff to show off tomorrow. But if, like, for those of you that think about staging, it'd be super cute to have like one of the little cubes in the
yeah.
colors that you use on a project, and then put the card up on top and something that kind of matches.
Oh, that's
and,
a great idea.
And always have that
And
for
we're
a
going to have
staging.
tips on staging your artwork,
Yeah.
like your cards, all your projects.
Oh yeah,
so
that's
we're
one of
going
the
to
things
try
we're going
and
to do at class.
talk about, you know, how with Stampin' Up's copyright rules, and you know, how do you get the infamous watermark on that card. That can be a challenge,
Yep.
as we have found. Okay, well, what I've got is the current month's paper pumpkin, and it's super cute. They're 6 years old this year.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And this is the actual project card that comes with the kit. There are 2 stamp sets, and this one is the little birthday card, and then the numbers. And what I did is there's embellishments in there. There's birthday candles. There's all kinds of stuff. But what I'm going to do is I made this banner as an alternative card. there you go. And I'm going to finish it out. I just started this, so I mean you can kind of see. I've just taken the card elements, I kind of laid them all out, and I did add, it comes with Poppy Parade as the ink pad, ink spot, and then I added Bermuda Bay and Daffodil Delight, which I think those are the other colors, coordinating colors. You know, sometimes they're close, you know, the yellows and things. So, oh, and then I also put on some what are they called? Sequins, the self-adhesive sequins. And one of the things that's a challenge when you're using, like, I have another alternative card that I will be showing at the INStage, and you will actually be doing that as a make and take. But real quick, I'm just going to show you some of the, I try, when I do something that is an alternative to the kit, I don't want to go way outside of what our customers might have. So in this case, I did use the little balloon punch. This can also be a great add-on because the balloon in the stamp set matches the balloon punch. But you know, sometimes you need to have a little dimension. Like this one on the top is just kind of, you can see it's kind of flat looking. It doesn't have a lot of dimension. The ones on the bottom, I've taken a little bit of Bermuda Bay and I just kind of sponge daubed that around the edge. They wouldn't have to have a sponge dauber, but they could use a tissue or just a regular, and you know, a household sponge for that matter. But I've taken the little, yep, and I also, when I get my sponge daubers, I like to put a name on them so that I can just put them away and I can use them with the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and just dab around the edge. You guys have probably done this a million times. But you know, some of these simple things we forget that, you know, new customers don't know how to do. So then just going to adhere this on top of, oops, on top of here. And I added the, I think is it Pool Party twine? Silver and white twine.
Yes.
Is that in the occasions?
Yeah,
I think it's in the regular catalog.
There's,
yeah, I think it goes with the twinkle maybe.
Yeah,
there's a
It's
big,
really
there's
pretty.
a pink one,
But
a
you
blue
can
one.
see what I did. I even punched out the white cardstock and did a little sponging around that so that you can see that that gives it a little dimension. So I didn't use dimensionals at all on these pieces. I just used stamp, ink, and sponging, really stamps and ink. That's pretty much it. Oh, and the punch. That's pretty much all I did. So that's just a little tip. Oh, the Silver Baker's twine. They have it in petal pink and then with Pool Party and then Whisper White. So it's all with the silver. So, you know, this is a great thing to, I'm going to make a long one so you could actually hang it up at a party. The other thing I like about it is that it's not specifically birthday. You could have it to be graduation, or you could have it for like a retirement party or lots of other fun things. So the colors are kind of primary. So anyway, oh, and I love all the sticky adhesive sequins.
It's nice that Stampin' Up is doing Stampin' Up's doing a good job of coordinating things with things we already have in the catalog. So this paper pumpkin had these cute little balloons that also match the balloon punch.
Right, and so that would be a great thing that your customer that normally isn't a customer you might say, hey, do you know, I've got a punch that punches the balloon out, and you can, you know, it adds a lot of value to the paper pumpkin.
And people that are looking for paper pumpkin alternatives, there's a Facebook page, and there's ways that you can look, and it's brilliant what people do.
Yeah,
with
it's a lot of fun things.
Yes.
Yeah, but if it's one of the things like I know that I do with my downline is we do digital swaps. So like if you do a digital swap with your girls, you could make something like this, and then you go back and ask all your paper pumpkin girls who got this, do you need some of the silver twine or do you need the punch, because they already have
you could post
box,
this
right.
on your Facebook page, and then they, you know, all your customers can see it. Yeah,
and the little
and sometimes,
sequins
and
the daubers,
and we challenge ourselves. Like, I didn't look at anything else with this paper pumpkin. I didn't want it to be you know how you'll see a bunch of images and then you'll make something and you'll think you created it all on your own, and you did, but it suddenly looks a whole lot like something you've seen before or something someone else has. And so, I mean, if it's out there, I didn't look at it first.
And this is the March Paper Pumpkin kit. The April one is supposed to be distinctive stamps. So if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, we highly recommend that you sign up, because, again, they've just upped it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
much,
You know, it's just so
it's very good. It's totally
And we
worth
are
it.
in the U.S., so I don't know. I think Canada gets it, but I don't know for sure. I'm not sure about the other countries.
One more thing. On this one, I just took the sponge dauber and I actually, on the candles, I stamped it in black, just a memento, and then I took the daffodil sponge dauber and went over the top. That's another way that you can kind of add some dimension to your, I mean, you know, you kind of look for unique ways to simply add, which is really hard for me, honestly. I am totally a more person, and so I got lots of stuff, and so it's really hard to design in 4 walls. But I did it.
Yeah. Well done.
Huh,
Yay!
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so my thing is kind of, actually the card could be a whole entire class. Like, you could just do this one card and you could cover a lot of stuff in the catalog, and if you bought everything to make the card, you could probably spend, I don't know, $200. Now, if you counted the Big Shot, you'd be way up there. But at INStage, we will be covering like Big Shot and tools. So this is kind of Stamparatus. So I'm going to use the Serene Garden, which is one of the things that I bought the bundle, and it may have been on my first.
It's beautiful. We saw it.
Was this it on stage
Yes.
last
Yes.
April?
Yes.
So I think I probably bought it on my product purchase premiere.
There you
Is that
go.
what it's called?
Mhm.
And so I stamped with it the first time yesterday. Partly because, you know, it's one of those ones, and I think last year when we bought this stuff that we didn't get the mat yet. So I wanted to wait till I could use the mat, and then, you know, summer came.
Because
and
it has the
yes, it has one
dye
of these.
that doesn't
The impression one.
Yeah,
actually
an impression one.
cut. It just
Which now, you know, I
embosses.
use this, so now this isn't scary anymore.
What is that?
And it also needs it's the embossing
show you.
impressions mat.
Yeah, just thought I'd.
So I'm going to use
Well, I
the
was gonna
embossing
pull it out of
impressions
the
mat. I'm
catalog.
going to use the Stamparatus. I'm going to use the Big Shot, and then I also used the brush show and the shimmer paint on my card, and the tool, because I always do that. But I'm not going to show you all of it. So you can see the finished card later when I get it up on my YouTube. But I'm going to show you a couple of the steps right now.
It's called the Big Shot Embossing Mat.
Yeah.
And
And I'm actually
inexpensive.
using the blue one. I mean the gray one, which I think
Comes with a blue one.
it comes with both.
Oh, okay.
I think
No,
it comes with
yeah,
a
it
blue
does.
and a gray.
Yeah, it does.
And from memory, the blue is supposed to be more from the impressions. I find that I use the gray one more. It just makes it deeper. So
Because she's a more person too.
I am a more person. If I'm going to go to work to press this in there, I want you to see it. So I'm going to fold this in half. My original card is vanilla, and this is white. It would be the most pretty on shimmer paper, but because I'm going to do this at my camp, and because there are several stages where maybe you could make a mistake, I don't want them wasting shimmer paper. But shimmer paper is my favorite.
Okay, so I'm going to go.
So for this layering, you need, and then when I do it at camp, I just write it really big on a big piece of paper, the order that you need it. So you need your standard cutting pad,
Here,
and
let me
then
show
you
'em that.
need, well, it's not right.
But it's like that.
So then you need your platform, a
Mm-mm.
standard
We're
cutting
gonna move that
pad, and then for this one, this is what your die looks like.
Just go up to the camera.
This
There
way.
you go.
And so it goes in the corner. So you want it right here in the corner. And so for this one, some of them you can't use washi tape, but this one you can, because you know exactly where you want it to be. So this is just some scrap washi tape. More mustard's my favorite color. I know we don't have it anymore, but you know,
Hold it right here.
It matches your shirt.
If you hold it right here, it'll. There you go.
I can find the end of it. So you just need a scrap piece. And just stick this on here.
It's really pretty. I like it. I like the washi tape.
So you need that, and then you need to flip this over. This is why you need the washi tape, because you no longer see where you're putting it. And then you do, so it's got your die, cutting side up, your paper, and then your mat. which it says in the instructions the blue, but I'm going to go with the gray. And it does move a little bit with the gray, and that's the other reason I like the washi tape. And then you just roll this through. Is it still in?
Yep.
And so you can see it moves the gray out, but because the washi tape's on there, it's holding it in place.
So cool.
And it's just beautiful. Like, this would make really pretty wedding invitations.
Put it right there and they'll be able to see it.
Oh. But you know, I just wrote to my card. But that's okay, because I have stuff that I glued on here. And part of the reason I glued it on my final card is because I had black smudges on it. And so I ended up gluing stuff on it.
Come back over here.
I'm so
right there.
out of frame for
There
this.
you go. There you go.
Because the camera's
Make
up
the
there.
make
Thing a
my
little
little
bit.
thing a little bigger. There we go.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'll put close-ups on our website of that too.
Mhm.
So that's how you get that part of it. And then this is the other reason I didn't use the set, because you know, new catalog comes out, and then so you get this funky piece here, and then you got this funky piece here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure what
that's
this is
really
either.
scary.
So there's two pieces of this that were kind of weird. And the Stamparatus was still new then
Move
too.
this back in. This side.
So this was a whole lot of, I'm not sure what to do with this stuff. So this, you just go back to your normal. So this little piece here goes in your other corner. And I will put a tutorial on YouTube for the final card. Because when you see it, and I am going to do this at camp. And I like doing my videos before camp now, because the girls will often pick a card, and if they think it looks like it's going to be a little harder, they watch the tutorial before they come. And then by the time they get there, they're not afraid of it anymore. So now it leaves you with this.
And you're like, what in the heck is
So-
that for?
Then you can see
At least I
this
was.
is the whoops. This is the stamp that it goes with, right here. So it cuts those out. So that's why I wanted to do it on the front of the card. But then your stamp needs to be on there. That's why I wanted the Stamparatus. Which you could do a piece and cut it and put it over the top. But then, like, you lose all the flowers. I'm not real sure, and I didn't look anywhere. I don't know what other people have done with this. I stamped with it last night. I didn't know the kids went out to the pool. I don't know what time it was. It was late, and I had to have this card for today, so didn't look anywhere. I just went with it.
Okay, so we're done with
Okay,
that?
we're done with the big shot. And this part's easy, especially now that we've had the Stamparatus for a while and we've all used it, it's easy. I love the new grid paper,
Yeah,
because
you
when I
too.
put the grid paper in the new one, I always just use the little Stampin' Up logo right here. That's always my corner. Like, that's where I put my card. So for my video and for camp, I always just put a little mark there to remind them that's where we're going to use it. So you just lay your card here. Make sure everything's flush to the corner. Put your stamp there. And then just lay this. It's upside down to me. Is it on right?
I think so. Go that way a little bit.
This is always better when your head's over the top. So just put it there and pick that up. And then this is the reason you want to remember where that was, because now you need to move your card, because you don't want to stamp on the front of your card. Change that. And then ink this up. And because it's the memento on photopolymer, it did take me like 2 or 3 times to get it nice and black, because you know, it kind of bubbles up. And my stamp was brand new, because I had had it for a year and not stamped with it. So put that there. See?
Oh, yeah.
And it's partly because I'm not over the top too. Because you know, if you're standing up and not pressing forward, it's
Yeah.
easier. There
Oh,
we
looks
go,
good.
nice and perfect.
Oh, I like it. Love
So
it.
now
love
you've
it, love
got
it.
this. So when you have your card front, you now can see your holes through.
It's just amazing. It's amazingly cool.
So
really
then there's
pretty.
also other little pieces that you can do, and you can see now where I put my, where it would have ripped with the
Hi, Fran.
Yeah. Whichever direction I would have ripped my stuff before. But there's the flowers on the
Isn't that
inside.
beautiful?
So,
And she really
there'll be
did.
some.
She did the shimmer paint. Is that what you did with the
It's
brush?
shimmer paint and brush show.
Look how pretty it is. I just love it. I thought it was gorgeous.
So the
And her floppy ribbon is
the
pretty.
the bird's my favorite part, and that bird never even really appealed to me. And when I did, I wanted to pull out the embossing up here, so that's just straight shimmer paint. It's the it's not the champagne. What's the other color?
Frost.
Yeah, the frost. Can you see which angle?
I think,
The iPad.
yeah. We keep pulling this up.
I know. Sorry, guys.
Still getting used to our new camera.
We're getting there.
The camera's hard to use.
Again, I think we'll take some pictures and that'll help.
Yeah, it'll be on the thing. And then I will also have it on my YouTube because when it was all said and done, you know, when you're all finished with your card and then you go to move it, and because I've been messing with my Stamparatus, there was a little bit of ink, and I went to move it, and I had black ink on my hand, and I had a big black smudge here, and the card was finished. So all of this
Was from that
was,
mistake.
yeah, trying to cover up that
Smudge
mistake.
cover up, I love it.
So when I tried to line this up in the Stamparatus, it was a learning curve, but I needed to start differently on this. It's the Frost Shimmer Paint and Brush Show mixed together. And it's striking. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, especially the red is beautiful. But then because you're able to control how much brush show you put into the shimmer each time you dip it, like with the bird, you could get different shades of blue on each of its little. It makes it look a little bit like stained glass. What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
So, yeah.
It's got a pretty finish on
And
it.
you know, it's again the time of year when you start to panic and you're like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of brush show. If they discontinue those, I better use it. So there's a whole lot of that.
Is it this just on? It's not on shimmer paper.
No, there's no shimmer paper. It's just
just
all
the
that is. It's not even
vanilla
a full
cardstock.
piece of vanilla cardstock. So
I have to
cardstock
say,
wise,
that's one of my favorites.
Mhm.
I may have to get the stinking stamp set now.
it was fun. So
Okay.
that would be like something. When I use my Big Shot, I like to do like stuff that's not just, because we all know you can cut out and emboss an embossing folder with it. So at INStage, we will show you some stuff to do with your embossing, your Big Shot, your Stamparatus, your embossing
Punch
mat,
boards.
your punch boards.
Blends. We're gonna use
Yeah, we're gonna use
some
blends.
some cool techniques on blends. I've been playing with that I think is kind
And
of fun.
today is the last day that you can sign up to come.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
registration deadline.
Okay, somebody's got to pick a number
Oh yeah.
between 1 and 12.
Somebody pick a number between 1 and 12, and the first number that appears there, that's our last prize patrol winner, except for what were the two numbers that were already picked?
3 and 4.
3. They can't
No.
be.
7.
Oh yeah.
It was 7 was 1.
Okay.
No, but her number was 4.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Your number. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no-
I'm not in charge of
Because the numbers
giveaways.
got changed when we added
Number
more
7.
people.
She picked 7.
Yes.
So number 7 is Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Woo!
So you win our last prize patrol.
Uh-huh.
We had lots of people pick numbers.
Oh, now
That's it. You are fast number
very
pickers.
good.
So if you are interested in coming to our event, you can go back over to our, if you're on our public page right now, you have to go to our, I think it's on, the information's on both pages, but you can find out more information on our
we have
private page.
I think there's a link to the private group on the Facebook page,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get our cover letter or cover pictures changed so you can tell the difference. So
Yeah,
you know
'cause
where
right
you
now
are.
they're really similar.
Yeah.
We're confusing.
We
Sorry.
confuse ourselves.
Yeah.
Thanks
We
a
don't-
It keeps our brains active.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate you joining us. We know we do this once a week. We'll be doing it again next week. Thanks again for joining us. We're glad we're able to share a little bit of what we love to create with you.
Yep. And
So-
this way we'll put this on a little bit, and so feel free to share it with any other demonstrators that you know.
Do you have any? We have any other questions?
No, is there? I don't know. We haven't been looking. We have lots of
Yeah.
French. I love the French.
Mhm.
If anybody have any questions, real quick before we go. Right now, I don't see any. But I don't know which page I'm on because sometimes.
There's not any.
Okay.
Okay. There you
All
go.
right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great afternoon.
happy-
and we're
happy
looking at
week.
the iPad instead of at you. I'm sorry about
I
that.
know.
Sorry.
I know.
fix
We'll
it.
get it
We'll
figured
get it
out.
figured out.
Bye.